bitches.
Hi, hello, and welcome back to Hero of Ages,
Hero of
Part 11.
ages. Oh my gosh, we're almost there. So much has happened. I feel like a lot happened in these chapters, but I didn't write a lot.
Yeah, this is what's called the Sanderlanche, where
Yeah.
things just happen, and, like, in the next episode, there's one chapter that's, like, a paragraph dedicated to this character, and then another one dedicated to somebody else, and it's just, like, filters throughout, like, 5 characters in one chapter, and I'm, like, getting whiplash.
Yeah.
Like, Will kept coming into the bedroom and he was like, "Are you finished yet? Are you finished yet?" And I like kept looking at him and I'm like, I have to reread some of this, okay? Like, I have to go back and digest what I fucking read because the audacity of a few things
Yeah. I'm reading
really
another series right now
pissed me
too.
off.
And it's a YA series. Oh my god. It's the Scholomance trilogy, but I can't remember what the actual books are called. Anyway, I just finished the second book the night before last, and I was just sitting on the bed with my jaw dropped, like staring at the book, like, what the fuck just happened? And Brittany was like, "You okay?" And I was like, "No." I was like, "Thankfully, this trilogy is finished because that book did not end." Like, I'm not gonna say what it happened because it's big, big spoilers for the book if anybody wants to read it, but like, just after you read it, after you read the second book, commiserate with me because that cliffhanger, and I still haven't started the next book yet because I was waiting for it on Libby and I just got it today, so like when we get off here, that's what I'm gonna go do.
Now I see why you only want to record 2 episodes. You're not tired.
I am also tired though. My god, those children be wearing me out.
Yeah. Um, I just have ADHD and the inability to do anything in one setting in one go.
Fair. Fair, fair, fair.
And I'm by myself at the office now, so it's like
Even
my brain's
worse.
on overdrive all the time. Oh my god. Anyways.
Oh my
Um,
goodness. So chapter 67 is where we are starting up. Um, and then, as usual, is being completely obtuse. She just, like, the fact that she hasn't figured out the earring thing,
it really pissed me off. I'm sitting there
she
like,
never figures it out.
no.
Like, we
No.
know, but
And
she
it's
never figures it out.
and it's so frustrating too because like when I sat here and even before like I knew like the signs are there. It's like,
Yeah.
my earring's out. Huh. He's gone. He must have gone done to do something. It's like the fuck you
Yeah.
mean? He's just
Yeah.
not there.
Right. Well, and so, like, I feel like in these few chapters, well, we've already figured it out, but in these chapters, it's extremely obvious that that's what's happening. But she still doesn't figure it out.
No, and honestly it's so frustrating. That's the only thing I could comment on in this entire fucking chapter was specifically like her and well, okay, the chapter's only like 2 pages. But
Yeah.
well, 2 pages for me, but the all I said was she really just needs to take out that earring for good and just fucking leave it out. Because
Oh my
when it was
God.
out, it was like, oh, the mist come to me. Oh, look at that. And it's like,
Yeah.
excuse me, what is the one thing that has changed in the last fucking hour? Your earring's gone, okay?
Uh-huh.
Thanks.
It's wild. And so she's like, I need to be, in her head, she's like, both times the mist helped me, they came in a moment of pure desperation. Girl, so you're about to go put yourself in a very bad situation
Yeah.
in
So
order
that the
to
mist
get the
can help
mist to
you.
help you? Bitch. Bitch, that's a terrible idea. And so I was like, hopefully Spook's note gets there before she does something stupid. It does not. And then I said fucking hell, and that was it.
Yeah. Um, in chapter 69, we learn about what happens with that note.
Yeah. Yeah, but first 68. Um, Sazed is in the homeland of the, what's it called?
Andra.
That, yep, them people. And he basically, um, is like, take me to the first generation. And they're like, no. He's like, yes.
Whether you like it or not. Bitch. I
Um,
wonder if the reason why the first generation never shows themselves is because they have their own bones from like their human or whatever.
yeah, could
Like
be.
I would assume that like if I had the first generation just chilling there, I'd be like, damn, they old as fuck.
Right? Well, and it says
They
a
ain't
couple
hip.
times that they're like they look older and they look like saggy and like it says
Well,
it a
and
couple times.
I wonder too if it has something to do with like the contract and because we know that it's the Rashik's buddies from when they were humans and they were ascending to the wherever the
Yeah.
mountains basically. So I kind of wonder too if it's kind of to stop future generations from asking questions about them and like where they came from, and because I feel like if they knew that they were technically descendants of like humans,
Right.
then they would be like, I have a question
Mm-hmm.
that we never got answered in this entire fucking end of the book, and that really pisses me off now that I think about it. But anyways, I'm gonna ask Will, because I need to know now. The sorry, I got sidetracked. But we know that they were like descendants of humans, or they're essentially humans. And that's what all the mist wraiths are before they give their potency in, or whatever, their blessing. So like maybe it was something to do with like making them stop asking questions, so like things would remain the same. Things wouldn't like, well, why are we, if we're humans, just a different form of human or whatever, why are we serving them? Why can't we be them? Uphold tradition sort of thing.
Could be. It could just also be that they're super fucking old and like, could you imagine being alive for that long? Ew.
Can you imagine being alive for 1,000 years and like calling your bestie father? No.
I'm already like, I don't, 100 is pushing it. Like, I don't know I want to do this for that long. So can you imagine being alive for, ugh, and living underground too? Just no, no. Straight up not having a good time. But in any event, Seiza does get to meet them. And that's basically all I wrote about this chapter.
I really like though that he's being assertive, because like never ever in his
Yeah.
entire life has he ever been assertive.
Yeah.
And even when he was with Tyndall, he wasn't really that assertive.
Yeah.
And he regressed drastically after she passed. So now it's
Oh,
like,
yeah.
this is like a breath of fresh air. He's like, you can't hurt humans, right? Perfect. This is what I want.
Yeah,
Oh,
and
well,
he's
you're gonna
starting
do it
to
anyways.
get like more to himself too. Like he's passionate about religions, right? And he kind of lost that through losing Tinwill, but like now that there's a possibility of getting his people's true religion back, he's like excited again and kind of finding his spark.
Yeah, and I think he really, really enjoys the fact that he's actually seen this real time. Like he can, I think it's
Yeah.
solidifying his like announcer role.
Yes. And that's pretty much it on chapter 68.
Yeah, we just kind of learn about everything, and he's like, "Ah, we have work to do," and then that's it. That ends the chapter. So,
I hate Squilliam.
oh,
Anyway,
I
chapter
hate him.
69.
He did answer, but he made me fucking work for it first.
Wait, did he?
Yeah, he did. I'm texting you now.
Oh, okay.
I was like, you piece of shit, I fucking hate you.
Okay. Good to know. Read and find out my ass. Okay. Chapter 69. The blurb. Great question, because it says, who decided to use the gender neutral pronoun so that we wouldn't know whether the hero was a woman or a man? And
Listen,
after finishing the book, I'm like, oh.
I know. I'm not gonna. I really like what he did there. It's like he finished the book, and then he went back and added like, oh, this is what would have happened. Whatever. Like, I really enjoy that.
Yes,
It's like
I
a
like
cute
it too.
little nugget, and I hope Rebecca Yaros is like taking notes on that, because if it's just a translation and it's just like a novella in a way, in its own way, I'm honestly gonna be a little disappointed. Like, I appreciate it, but like this was like top tier level like mastery.
Yes, absolutely.
Ugh. And it honestly took me a lot to even think about like who it was. Like, as time went through, or as it went through to the end of the book, I was like, no, it can't be this person. Oh, but what if it's that one? Oh no, I think it says it. Like, I was going through all the like motions because of some of the wording. I was like,
Yeah.
that's
It
suspicious.
is who it makes the most sense for it to be. And that's all I'll say about that for now.
I love that though, because of how often that like idea has been like brought up and around, like last book specifically.
Yep.
Okay, anyway, 69.
69 is Marsh, and I only said something about the one thing.
So Marsh is essentially ordered to just kneel in a thing of ash until he is told otherwise, and he's told otherwise with us now, and he's heading towards Luthadel, I think, right?
Yep.
Because that's where essentially that's where Vin's going to do her mastermind plan with the mists. And along the way, he sees a soldier with a horse trying to get somewhere. And
Not doing well, but trying.
the amount of gruesome details in this upcoming fight scene, I don't normally feel a little sick, but like I think I was so upset with what happened to the horse that I was just like turned off for the rest of the fighting.
I didn't even write anything about the fight because I was like, ugh.
Oh, all I said was, fuck, that was gruesome.
Yeah. I just wrote, well, shit. Now we have to rely on Spook in person or Marsh getting free. Because this person has the note from Spook to
It's
Ven.
Borodell.
Yeah, and Ruin makes Marsh read the note out loud so he can know what it says, because it's on metal, if you remember, so Ruin can't see it, but he can know what it says if Marsh reads it, which he does. And so now Ruin knows that Spook knows.
Yeah, they basically know that Ruin knows that somebody knows his like hemalurgy thing.
Yeah.
So, but to be honest, I don't think Vin would have even fucking remembered or
Yeah, and
thought about it.
right, because I mean, if you think about it, a piercing isn't. It's this piece of metal that's in my nose right now is not the one that initially pierced my nose.
Yeah.
So I don't know that I would think about it like that either.
Well, and I think too that the she doesn't really know what happens to her baby sister.
No, she doesn't.
So like I think until she is physically told, by the way, like this bullshit right here.
This is what happened.
So like maybe that's why she's not getting it, but also like her questioning about like, well, why do I feel so specific that I need to find the ADM? Like, why am I this? Why am I that? And it's like,
Hello.
what do you mean? But basically, this guy or Marsh goes and fights with Gorodel. He first takes the horse and like gallops on it or like makes it rear up or something like that. I don't know. And he like cuts its leg off, its legs, his front legs.
Yeah,
And
it's super
just,
fucked up.
and like it's essentially laying there like whining and like in pain. And then he goes and fights Gordel, and he essentially fucking beheads him and does all this other random shit to him while fighting. And like kudos to Gordel, he did a good fight, but like Gordel is smashed beyond belief of like death,
Recognition.
and
Yeah,
the
he's
horse
gone.
is gone too because of its injuries and whatever. And that's when he takes the full, because Gordel was like, fuck, I'm gonna die, like let me try to ruin this as best as I can. And
Yeah.
so he folded it up a lot more than, and tried like crushing it. And
Yeah. And it
so
didn't work.
no, Marge took forever and ended up like reading it out loud. So now the race is on to figure it out.
Yeah. And that's all of chapter 69. 70, we're back with Elend and Yeoman and the army in Phaedrix. And they're kind of like bantering, and it's just banter.
Yeah, it's scholarly banter. It's like, I don't see what the thing of this. You should be doing these things. Ah, so you've read this book, as have I, and you thought of these things. Oh, no, on the contrary. It's like bullshit like that for the entire.
Yeah, it really is. But that's all building up to them talking about the medals, and he's like, Yeoman is basically like, there are 16 medals, and Ellen's like, what? No, there are only 14 medals. And Yeoman's like, there are 14 that we know of, but there are 16. And then Ellen's like, oh shit, like,
Yeah, and I guess it's like deep into the theology of like not necessarily the Lord Ruler, but just in like in general. And so
Alamancy,
Yeoman,
yeah.
of course, knows it, and he's like, "Oh, of course, like it's a significant number. All religion or like everything's got a significant number. 14's not significant enough. That's why there's 16 of them." And
Yeah.
he's like confused about everything. And he starts thinking back to like the misfallen and those who were sick.
And how much pain they
And
were in.
yeah, and he's like, man, that reminds me of when I was essentially tried to snap.
Yeah.
And then he puts two and two together, and he immediately tells everybody who had fallen or who was sick, especially now, to drink the medals.
Yeah.
And he got himself a whole army of
Yeah.
no Mistborn, but goodies.
Yeah. Of mistings. Um, yeah.
Which is insane because then Yeoman was like, "You've done well, here you go," and gives him his last adium piece. Turns out, Home Dog's an adium misting, so
Yeah.
it is possible.
There
But
are mistings of all the things.
what are the
But we,
metals though?
um,
Like, I'm trying to go back to the Arcus or whatever Arcanum thing.
iron, steel, tin, pewter, zinc, brass, copper, bronze, adium, palladium, gold, electrum, aluminum, and duralumin.
Oh yeah, the Palladium was the what she used with the Lord Ruler, right?
When she saw his past, yeah.
Yeah,
So
okay.
in allomancy, palladium can make you see other people's pasts, but as far as Farukami and Himmalurgy go, it says unknown. So
So that's 14. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yo. I really want to take like a pencil because that circle in the back of the book actually has
uh
like
huh,
the
yeah, the like, what's an alloy of what?
yeah.
Um,
Yo, you notice how they have how there's spikes?
I do.
I might be reaching a little bit with that, but
No, they definitely have spikes.
not all of them either.
No, and some of them have one spike, some of them have four spikes.
Yeah,
I'm sure it means something. Brandon Sanderson doesn't do anything without some kind of meaning, I feel.
true.
It's like fucking Taylor Swift. Anyway, um but yeah, so they're basically like, yeah, we get um now the Colossi are attacking, but we have more mistings than we realized. And it's like preservation is helping them right down to the very end. Like,
And unbeknownst to Yeoman, he also is helping out quite a bit.
yeah. Yeah.
But in the end of everything, the Lord Ruler was only trying with
To
what
help, yeah.
yeah, with what he had. So like was he a terrible person at some point in time? Yeah, but like also we notice how much Ruin can manipulate different things
That's
and
what I
there's
was
a
about to say.
good possibility that half of his bullshit was Ruin involved because it was a way to destroy things. So,
Well, and I feel like, which this is a moment for the later chapters once we start to learn more, but the Lord Ruler had just one of the powers. He didn't have the balance.
yeah.
So he couldn't fix things. Because you
Yeah,
need
because
balance in all, like, things need balance or they're not
yeah.
going to work out. So,
Well, and that's what Kelsey always taught Vin, especially with like the push and pull. She goes, you need balance.
yeah.
If you have too much back here, then you're going to get skyrocketed this way. And so he talked a lot about balance, and I think it's like it it's I like it, the fact that
Yeah.
it's been a common theme the entire time. But he essentially rooted the balance idea in all of this, and like she's over here like he's a terrible person, what did he do? But then she held that power, she knew
Yeah.
in
And
a way she didn't use
she
it,
makes some of
but
it word, well, yeah. I guess not. Yeah. Hold on. Let me not get ahead of myself.
yeah, I was gonna say she didn't use it, like she held on to it before she like ultimately gave it up, but like
yeah.
so she might not have like understood what he went through at that time, but whatever. Anyways, chapter
Yeah.
71.
Yeah. Chapter 71. We were right. The Khandra do have the Ruin's body. We said that.
The fact
And
that it's
you're
the
correct.
adium is
I said
What
that
the
though, if you remember.
Yeah.
I said
You're like,
that,
what?
but I didn't think I was correct, but I said that. I
I
thought
said
I was
it.
stretching. I thought I was reaching, but yeah, it is the atium and the Kandra have it. And in this fucking, is this the chapter where it happens? Where the second generation,
Yes.
yeah, so the second generation is like, ha ha ha, we're gonna take over.
Oh.
No, that's not this chapter. That's not this chapter. I'm getting ahead of myself. Anyway, they find out that or Sazed finds out that that power or that metal is there and that power is there, because that is how the Kandra were paid.
Yeah. The fact that he used adium, honestly, adium as a thing is like absolutely insane because, like,
Yeah.
obviously in the next episode we'll talk about why.
Yeah.
And it's like it makes you think. It makes you go back to everything. You're like, damn, that was him the entire time. It's like the
Yeah.
fact that like that's not necessarily his body, but like that's his power, that's his like source.
Yeah.
And each time you use it, you're burning ruin, and it's crazy because like you can see the future paths of somebody else. It's like like you never I wouldn't think it would be ruin, but
Yeah.
it is an all-powerful metal to burn, so like
But I think if you think about it, like common themes and all of the like time travel stories are not to change things, right? Whether you go into the past or the future, not to mess with the flow of time. And I feel like that's kind of the same thing. Because Adium, you can see a couple steps into the future, kind of. So it's kind of the same thing. It's like playing God almost, I guess, for lack of a better term.
well, and it also gives you like not an immense power, but I would say confidence because like you're smoother with your movements. You like
Yeah.
don't think slowly. Like it enhances your mind as well.
Yeah.
Well, of course
Yeah.
it has to because like what you see, but
Yeah.
I
And then at the
I just can't get past the first generation being like, he's our father. And it's like, nah, that's your bestie.
yeah, like is he though?
It's so weird that it's like 1,000-year-old people who knew him personally from his life before. And he's
Right.
like, that's our father. And I'm like,
No.
you were born anew. I get that. But like,
Also no. It's like grown
You guys
people
are
calling
equals.
each other daddy.
whenever I hear, not even hear, like, whenever there's like a satirical thing, like a video that I see, and it's always like some cringe girl going, oh, daddy. And I'm like,
Yeah.
I do. Like, I make that noise, but like, not that I'm the cringe person, but I say that to Will just to be stupid.
Yeah. And like it's one thing when you're like talking to your kids and you're like, go tell daddy. That's not what I mean. I mean when you're being like
That's your daddy.
sexual.
Kind of
like
thing.
that's
Yeah.
my daddy.
Does that mean you have sexual relationship with your actual father? Because that's
can't.
what I'm hearing.
Yeah, my brain does not no, just no.
Do you have daddy issues?
Ugh.
Or is that
Anyway.
like not a thing for you? That's, I don't know. It's just, it creeps me out that they call him father. It's just weird.
Yeah, I agree. I don't like it either.
Like, was this like a mutual agreement? Like, hey, I can't be your bestie in the next life. Like, I'm gonna make you new. I'm gonna be your daddy.
Just no to all of that. All of it. No.
Anyways, we do
yeah.
learn a little bit more about like Kandra culture and how it is terrace.
Yes, we do. And so at the very end of chapter 71, there's like a little it's not a paragraph, it's a few paragraphs, but about Tensoon, and he sees that the ash mounts are erupting. So there's lava like flowing, and he's like, it's too late. I'm too late. Everything is too late. And he's like almost giving up. And I
Yeah.
just was like, no, like you're almost to Luthadel. Vin is on her way there. Like, just keep going. But that's all I said about that.
I actually had to look back at the map because I was like, okay, um, because he's basically talking about Lake Tyrion and the ash mount in the middle of it, and it's like, was the lava flowing so much that it like dried up the entire fucking lake, and then it just burnt the fields? Like the timing of all of this is really, really throwing me off. I'm like, how long has time passed since they left Luthadel? Is my thing.
Right.
Because they were only gone from Luthadel for maybe a month before, like, Marsh went and stabbed Penrod, right?
Yeah.
So, like, how long has happened? Like, what has happened since?
I don't know. I don't know.
But whatever. Anyways,
Chapter
he's
72.
he's losing it, and now Vin is running to
This
Luthadel.
bitch. She's back in Luthadel, and she can feel the fucking. So first of all, Luthadel is empty. Everyone's
Oh
gone.
yeah, it's a ghost town.
But she can feel she calls them ruins minions, but it's the Inquisitors coming for her, which there are what, 12 left?
14.
14.
Or 12, 14, one of those two.
There's some of them left. And she starts fighting them. And I don't know. She's not doing terribly, honestly, at first. But at some point, she's she's almost out of medals, and Marsh.
She's using clever ways to like kill them up until now.
Well, and because she's not dumb, right? So she's using clever ways, and she even makes some thoughts in her head about their spikes and how, like, removing their spikes, like, does certain things. And, like, I almost thought for a minute there she was going to put it together about her fucking earring, but she doesn't. She fucking doesn't. Marsh ends up, like, regaining a bit of control for just a minute and ripping the earring out of her ear.
Yeah, because he finally gets like a little bit of his own thing.
Yeah.
And he's like, this is my one chance. And honestly, I think the fact, like, even if he didn't know or like didn't completely understand, like that right there, that specifically was like her problem or something.
Yeah.
Ruin fucked it up because he had Marsh read it.
Yeah. So Marsh figured it out.
And Marsh was able to get shit going.
Yeah. And so now the mists are helping her again. And she's basically like, so she breathes in the mists and all of a sudden her metals are replenished, question mark.
Yeah. She like has all the power.
Yeah. And then she starts fighting. Like Marsh goes to like swing his axe at her and she like reaches her hand up and stops him, and that's the end of chapter 72.
Yeah.
And
she caught his arm.
Yeah. Chapter 73. This is the one where we like jump from character to character to character and we're like, what the fuck? First, the blurb tells us about Vin and her sister and how, which I'm a little confused because, like, it says there's one other case of a person who could pierce copper clouds. In her case, however, the situation was slightly different. So seekers are people who burn bronze.
Oh, yes. You're right.
So it says there's at least one other person who could pierce copper clouds. In her case, however, the situation was slightly different. She was a mistborn from birth, and her sister was the seeker. The death of that seeker and subsequent inheritance of power via the hemorrhagic spike used to kill that sister left her twice as strong at burning bronze as a typical mistborn, and that let her see through the copper clouds of lesser allomancers. So, was her sister murdered with an earring? Or was the earring made from the spike that killed her sister?
I think it's okay. I was thinking the same thing. I was like, how the fuck is an earring gonna kill a baby? I wonder if because the thing is it would have had to like pierce her too.
Right. It would have to go through her sister into her.
So
Like, was
did
this
she
just the
just
tip
kill
of the
her?
spike? Like, what the fuck?
Was it a knife? Was it an actual spike? Was it like a rod kind of thing? Like,
But then again, you think about allomancers. Like, did an allomancer push the earring through the sister and then through Vin? Like,
oh. Well, if
but
the mom
that's
did
my
it
question.
though.
Oh, right. And the mom was not anything, right? She was just Ska.
Yeah, hold on. What exactly killed Vin's sister and gave her that earring? How did it happen? Did we find that out too?
He's gonna say, read and find out.
I'm gonna go. If that comes up, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go kill him.
Okay, well, while you do that, I'm gonna keep talking about chapter 73.
Read and find out. No, I just want to know. Damn it.
Yeah. So there's Tensoon, and the mists are flowing toward Luthadel. So basically what's happening is we see multiple people see all of the mists going away. Because Vin is taking in all of the mists.
All of it.
All of it. The mists are going away. So, and during that, the Colossus just stop fighting. And they start going towards Luthadel. Vin pulls in all of the mists and becomes preservation, question mark? First she's still fighting, but then she like explodes Krennic Shaw. She's doing all the things. She kills all of the Inquisitors except for one. And yeah, and then she vanishes.
That really does that threw me off. I was like, after all of this, after all of the back and forth of everybody like, what's going on? Oh no, Vin. Oh, I'm not too late. And then this way and then that way. It's
I think one thing that
fucking
cracks
gone.
me up is that after this, the mists are gone, right? Because Vin ingested them. And there are Ska that used to be, if you recall, they were scared to go out at night because of the mists. And now they're scared to come out during the day because the mists are gone. So I'm cracking up. It's like anything that's not the norm terrifies them.
Superstitious, if you will.
Yeah. And that's really all that, or that is starting into chapter 74, what I just said. But I just feel like chapter 74, everything is starting to come together. Like, Elend starts to go to Luthadel because he's like, Vin is there. And then he learns that atium mistings are a thing. Yeoman tells him. And he's like, holy shit. And then he goes to find Vin. That's all that happens in chapter 74.
Yeah. It's really, really quick. But
Yeah.
it's like, I'm still reeling over the fact that she vanished, and then all of a sudden, like, Ellen's like, here I come, Vin. It's like,
you're not gonna find her.
good luck.
Yeah.
Good luck gone.
Yeah. And then Sazed.
I tell you what.
I know.
I was like, she better be fucking back.
Girl.
I was like, she better return to her body quickly or correctly because I want little babies.
Girl. Chapter 75, the last one for this episode. We are back with Sazed, and Sazed is coming back to himself. He's starting to realize that,
it's
like,
about damn time.
Yeah, like parts of all of the religions are true. But there has to be an element of faith or trust in a religion for it to be a religion. And as they're like, they're starting to talk about different things, like the mists being gone, which is, part of their, like, I don't know, not theology, but kind of like it's part of their, like, prophecy or whatever, that when the mists are gone. Yeah. But Kampar and the second generation are like, no. We basically they that is this chapter, right? I'm not getting ahead of myself again. Yeah, it is. Okay.
No, it's
so
yeah.
Sazed
You were trying to finish
generation.
the episode like at 20 minutes because you want to go fucking read.
Listen, Kampar and not Kampar, Sazed and the first generation are talking about how this is one of the portents and this is what is happening, and they tell them that the mists are the body of preservation and it's disappeared. As they're talking about all this, they're talking about how they need to do the, what do they call it? The resolution, which we don't know what that is yet. But
yeah, they're
just
talking saying
about
that it's like the resolution is something that they have to do or whatever.
Yeah, and so they need to do the resolution because that's something that was part of the contract, that when these things started happening, they needed to do that. And Kampar is basically like, fuck that noise. We're not doing that. And he takes Sazed and the first generation into custody, basically, and locks them up. And that's the end of chapter 75. So it's kind of a bit of a cliffhanger for this episode. And that's why we both already finished the book.
And honestly, Kampar needs a quick return to Mistrate status. Like, I'm over him.
Yeah, facts.
Oh, so over him.
Somebody take his blessings.
Also, Will and I have been having a conversation about... I said, what exactly killed Vin's sister and gave her that earring? How did it happen? Did we find that, like, do we find that out, like, in another book or whatever? Like, how the fuck did it work? And he goes, Vin's mom, influenced by ruin, stabbed Vin's sister with the earring and killed her, then shoved the into Vin's ear. It's a hemorrhagic spike. I'm pretty sure it's in those books, but it could also be revealed in the secret history. And I was like, well, yeah, I know, like, I know that. But isn't it supposed to happen at the same time? Like, every single time we ever talked about it, it always happened at the same time.
Yeah.
But, like, how did the spike kill the baby? And he goes, probably blood loss or something. I don't know. I don't remember the full extent. Hemorrhagic spikes work best when it kills the person and it inserts into the person at the same time. There's a diminishing effect, I believe, if you stab person A, then put it in person B after. But with Vin, since she was a mistborn, it might have just given her extra power instead of diminishing it.
I mean, I guess if it was a baby too, like even if it just went through a heart or like a specific artery, it could still have killed them. I don't know. I'm still thrown off by it though.
Well, and then I was like, the longer they're out, the less powerful it is. But an earring? It's not big enough, and her mom wasn't an allomancer.
Correct. So, like, how did she stab that all the way through?
He's trying to nap and I'm bombarding he's like, we can look it up after you all are done talking. No, I need to know now. Okay, so then he sent me a thing. He says, her mother, influenced by ruin, killed the infant sister to create a hemorrhagic spike. This spike was in the form of an earring that Vin eventually wore. But how? God, the world may never know. God damn it. How did Vin's sister die? God damn it. I just want to know. Like, maybe... Like, maybe he, like... Fuck, I don't know.
I don't know.
Maybe
either.
she, like, brutalized the baby, like, beat it to near death, and then, like, the last final straw was that?
Maybe. I mean, she could have also just, like, pierced the baby's artery. Like, it's... Or a specific...
Oh, I got it. I got it.
Okay.
I got it. Okay. It says, while Reen was gone, Vin's mother, corrupted by ruin into hating her youngest daughter, murdered her child by slicing open her chest to gain access to the girl's heart, which she stabbed with one of her own bronze earrings. She gave this earring to her older daughter, Vin, who had witnessed the death of her sister, by forcefully inserting it into her earlobe, creating a way for Ruin to manipulate Vin later in life. Later, when Reen returned home, he found his mother holding Vin and his youngest sister's corpse at his mother's feet. It is unclear if Reen disposed of his sister's body after the mother fled their home, or if it was found by others.
Okay. Well, now we know.
So she did pierce the heart and then give it to her.
Got it. Understood.
Slicing the baby open, though, is a little much. That's probably why
the whole thing is a little much.
Ooh, wait. Mistborn, the Final Empire, and Notations, Arcanum. That's where it's located.
Okay. All right. Well, that is...
And it's straight from Brandon Sanderson, because he posted it on his Top of Mind site.
Got you.
Fuck you, bro. Fucked up. Okay, but anyways. That is Hero of Ages Part 11. So, until next time.
Bye!